Hi everyone! Today we're gonna talk about some simple rules of thumb to pick up the right incoterms. Clients often ask us what their incoterm options are when it comes to shipping by sea. Our typical answer is most buyers go for FOB, so that's probably what you want to do. But that's a bit short answer. Let's look into more detail at how to select the right option for your needs. So here is a general advice for shipping products from your Chinese supplier. If you want to ship your products from China, the first question you need to think about is whether it's a normal situation. Will your supplier accept to export the product? If the answer is no, you have to buy 𝒂𝐔𝐑𝒊𝒏𝒂 and you have to manage the export out of China. If the answer is yes, the next thing you want to think about is whether you want to be in control of the transportation. If the answer is yes, there are two different situations again. The first situation is you will manage it by yourself. Then buy from your supplier in FOB terms, or you can choose a 3PL service provider to manage transportation and the import process. The other situation is you want a service provider to manage it all. In this case, you can choose a 3PL service provider that is used to delivering DDU or DDP in your country. And followed by this, you can buy in FOB terms from your supplier, receive the goods DDP in your warehouse. That's the most convenient but slightly more expensive way. And if the answer is no, you don't want to in control of the transportation and you trust your supplier, then you may negotiate CIF with your supplier, but be aware of the risk of abusive local fees on your side. And after this, you still need to manage the import process and the local transportation in your country. A note here, you don't need to be rigidly constrained by any single incoterm. Remember that the types of incoterms you see in this video are just prepackaged sets of shipping terms. They are suggested but not mandatory, and they should not limit your creativity if you're buying a large volume of goods. Here is an example. The customer wants to receive the goods in their warehouse and have the seller pay for import duties. But the customer wants to control the transport because they know they are more efficient than the supplier when it comes to transportation. So, they want DDU except for the transportation aspect, which should be similar to FOB. Writing this into a contract is not really complicated, and a logistics professional can help you both in opening your eyes on the opportunities and in ensuring your contract includes all important provisions. If you purchase small quantities from a Chinese or Indian supplier, they might not be open to customizing the shipping terms. But if you represent a certain size of their business, they will usually listen to you and show more flexibility. So the point here is to avoid thinking. So which incoterm to choose without looking at alternatives? So as a quick conclusion, if you know exactly what you are doing, you can of course define your own shipping terms. The incoterms we have talked about in this video are just prepackaged terms to simplify people's lives, but there are actually an infinite number of variations. You can even write your own FOB incoterms on your purchase orders if that makes more sense. Although we would not suggest doing that in most of the cases though. Okay, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching this video and we will see you in our next one.